Welcome back to the Malted Man Cave. I'm Keith.
I'm Dave.
And tonight we're going to be doing a peated Speyside whiskey. Coming up. All right, we're back. So the peated Speyside whiskey that we're gonna do. Dave has been screwing with me for the last 4 outtakes. Tonight we're gonna be doing Benromach.
We're keeping this one. All right.
We're keeping it.
All right, keeping it.
Benromach Peat Smoke, which is I'll kill you. One of the few peated Speyside whiskeys. We have literally only had one.
Yeah,
drink, guys.
literally
one drink.
Yeah,
that's it.
Just the Christmas cheer.
So, gone in Dave. So we're gonna be doing Benromach Peat Smoke, which is one of the few peated Speyside whiskeys that's out there. Well, other than I know Benromach is coming up with a lot, so it's actually becoming more kind of chic to do peated Speysides, but this is one of the good ones. So Benromach Peat Smoke is aged about 9 years and exclusively first fill bourbon American oak, which that's one of the big reasons why I love Benromach, is that they only use 100% first fill cask, which is a pretty awesome investment on their part.
Oh yeah.
So, because first fill casks are not
Right.
cheap at all. So Benromach comes in at 46% ABV. It's non-colored, non-chill filtered, and it was distilled in 2006 and bottled in 2015. So without any further ado, and enough blabbering, so what do you get on the nose?
Right off the bat, the peaty, as the name suggests,
So good.
peat smoke. It reminded me. The first thing that came to mind was I said, "Man, it makes me feel like I'm outside, like in a valley of real close to the earth because it's very earthy." But then you get that definite campfire scent to it. It smells like you're waking up after camping. You're waking up in the morning.
Twiggy bonfire smoke.
The fire is barely going, or like twigs. I also put lemons. Lemon to me was very apparent in there. I put lemon zest, when you shave the lemon, the really zesty part of it. And then I also compared it to it's kind of damp to me. It smells
Fusty?
Yeah.
The Scottish, they call it fusty.
Fusty.
Cobwebby.
Yeah.
It's like it's in dunnage warehouses, which Benromach does things the right way.
It smells like it's got some history to it.
Yeah.
Like it's been around for a little bit. I said that it reminded me of the way that your clothes smell after a bonfire, things like that. So
Totally
good nose. We've had a couple good noses tonight. We did a sherry earlier that had a good
Dave
nose.
loves sherry.
I like the nosing on it.
The nosing.
The nosing.
From a high. So I get vanilla, from the bourbon casks. I get a little bit like you're opening sour peaches. If you just get a tin can of peaches, and you open
Peel it
it
back.
up, and if you were to smell just the syrupy peach and sugar goodness syrup. Imagine if it was a little bit extra sour. That's what I smell on the nose. I get a little bit of white pepper, a little bit of cured ham and tobacco notes. The twiggy bonfire smoke that you're talking about. Sweet hay and almost fresh grass reeds. There's something really green about it. Fresh. Now, this may not sound good, and I don't know if they have this in other places in the world, but in America we have a cleaning supply called Lemon Pledge. That you clean bathrooms, it smells like Lemon Pledge. And it's pleasant to me. It's not off-putting.
No.
I wish my house smelled like Lemon Pledge more often. My wife cleaned.
Do you like the smell of gasoline?
I love the smell of gasoline, I love the smell of bleach, and I like the smell of Lemon Pledge.
Yeah.
All things close and dear to my heart. I get buttercup, floral notes, I think.
Yeah.
a little bit of French toast batter, and on the Benromach 15, I got a crap ton of like just breakfast in a glass, and I don't get it as strong in this, but like French toast batter, I totally get. And then lastly, I get cinnamon, ginger, and the most bizarre note yet, which is pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
I don't know. Did you guys carve pumpkins for Halloween this year?
Oh, I'm feeling you on the pumpkin.
Do you smell it? There's like, it's something like pumpkin.
Reminds me of it.
So that's what I get on the nose. What do you get on the palate?
Palate. Well, let me take a little sip. I just see somebody cranking a pepper grinder over.
It's very peppery.
Very peppery. Right after the pepper, my next thought was something smoked. I was gonna say like smoked salmon, but it wasn't salmony. It was like meaty, something that's been on the fire for a while. Mm-hmm. So it reminded me of brisket, of a brisket, and then once again, I think as soon as I take a sip of it, reminds me again of like a very low fire. I have like a vision of like sitting around a low campfire, breathing in the air and the smoke as it's kind of going out.
This would be a perfect dram, like on like a camping trip on a bonfire with a cigar.
With a cigar, yep. Cinnamon and nutmeg ends it for me as far as what I could get from it. Just like you said, it reminded me of French toast batter. What you dip the French toast in.
Yeah, once you smell that, like you can't unsmell that.
Yeah.
I don't remember when I got that note, but that's like it's so prominent once you get it.
Yeah.
So on the palate, I get quite a bit of drying oak, which is pleasant. It's not overly oak, but it's definitely there. Nectarines, kind of that nectarine, kind of peachy, vanilla-y flavors. The white pepper that you were talking about, very, very like cracked pepper, white pepper, black pepper. A little bit of lemon tang, a little tanginess to it. The French toast batter again. Butter, like buttery texture to it, because I think because it's non-chill filtered and it's a decent 46% ABV. Slightest bit of honey. And pumpkin bread. Again, that pumpkin note, like gets back in there. So really good stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
What do you get on the finish?
I think it stays pretty long for me. Definitely ends. I think it ends a lot sweeter than the. It has kind of a sweetness to the end of that smokiness, which is nice. Still the pepper and the lemon is there, but man, overall just a good little.
For me, it's actually kind of it's not like crazy long, but it's a long finish for me.
Yeah.
And you get that drying oak, kind of that slight sour nectarine, sugary syrup peaches. The burnt twigs, French toast batter, the slightest bit of pumpkin, and like lemon tang.
Yeah.
It's really good stuff.
Is it?
What do you get? What's the malted man cave mark?
Malted man cave mark for me is going to be I'm going to say a 90.
Yeah, I'm actually going to go a little bit above you. I'm going to say 91 out of 100.
91.
This is good stuff.
It is good.
You like this better than the Edward Dower 14 that we did earlier tonight?
Yeah.
So, good stuff. Last but not least, the question of the night. What is your favorite Christmas tradition?
Favorite Christmas tradition?
And I just put Dave on the spot right now. I just made it up. Speaking of, guys, please feel free if you guys have anything questions of the night or things you want us to talk about or blab about, just shoot it in the comments.
That way we're not making it up right on the spot. Probably, so let me separate this. Let me separate this into my favorite thing with my family and then my favorite thing when I was a kid and to family-wise. Family-wise, when I was a kid, my dad came from a very large family. going to my uncle's house for the family Christmas. It was wild and crazy. Music playing, snowmobiles going.
How many siblings did you have?
5, but they all had at least 3 kids each, so it could get a little lively in there. But anyways, yeah, and we would play this game called it was round robin ping pong, and you hit the ball. As soon as you hit the ball, you have to work your way over to. You only hit once, and then you have to go over to the other side, hit again. So when there's a lot of people, it's fine because you're just waiting until it's your turn to hit the ball. But as people fall out, you're running, sprinting to hit the ball. So it was a lot of fun. Anyways, so that was awesome. Family tradition. My family tradition is probably, I would say, going and cutting down the Christmas tree as a family.
You guys do that this year?
We've done it every year since Ben was born.
That's awesome. That's something that I want to start doing. We haven't done it yet. We have a fake.
Yeah.
That is a cool tradition that I want to start doing.
We go and we make a day of it, and we have the same like little thing that we do, and yeah.
I think my favorite, and actually we were going to do it tonight, and both me and my wife looked at each other after a long Friday's day of work, and we were like, tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow's a new day.
Wear sweatpants and order Chinese tonight? Yeah.
Yeah.
Family tradition tomorrow night? Yes. So, and Dave will know this, because it's a big thing in our area. In Ohio, there's a place in southern Ohio called the Clifton Mills. Mm. And it's like this... It's a restaurant. It's like a mill.
It was a mill on the gorge.
Yeah, they have like the water turbine for power.
It was a power plant.
And now it's kind of like an old antique-y. They do cool stuff. They have like this whole like gift shop and stuff for Christmas. But the coolest thing is it is the most lights you will like ever see. Like it is decked out in the most amazing Christmas lights. And so just even sometimes we go in and do the shops and stuff, but just driving around it is like so cool.
Oh yeah.
And the other thing we used to do, which we don't do anymore, there was a housing development called Raymar. Did you ever do that?
Oh, yeah, every year.
And it was this one housing development. It's very, very close to Clifton Mill. So you go to Clifton Mill and then you go to Raymar right after. And like every single house in the neighborhood just like decked out, like thousands of dollars worth of lights. And people would just drive through and they'd have light shows and music. And it was just so cool. Unfortunately, I think a bunch of Scrooges moved in. And I get it because I think that it would have been terrible for them. Like if you're just trying to get off work and go to your house and you have 1,000 people in this caravan of cars.
Ryan's parents live in Raymar, and I asked them that very question.
What happened?
And all of those people got old.
That's just what it was?
Yeah, all those people had kids. Raymar was like a young development. And so they all had kids. Everybody was the same age. Everybody had kids the same age. And then now it's a bunch of 65-year-olds.
You would think though that they have nothing better to do to like want to like have Christmas.
They have everything better to do than stringing up lights.
That's true. It's the putting up the lights
for a bunch of children to drive around in their cars
and bug them and like honk and
honk.
like harass their house. Yeah. That makes sense. So that's one of my favorite traditions.
Remember the light? All of the streets were lined with the
candles.
Milk bottles.
Yeah, with candles, like with cut out milk cartons.
Milk cartons.
It was awesome. One of my favorite memories as a kid. So, if you're ever in Ohio, go to the Clifton Mills. It's awesome. Again, we want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas. This actually will probably come out the day after Christmas, so Merry belated Christmas and Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Go out and get you some Benromach. They are an amazing company. Gordon MacPhail, the independent bottler, has been doing some amazing things with this distillery. So go out and get you some Benromach Peat Smoke. Support them.
It's not sherried.
So Dave's happy. Like, subscribe. Cheers. Launch it.